How often are we told to focus on the bigger picture, to make plans and decisions our future will thank us for? But nobody talks about our current self. Are they fulfilled? Are they operating at their fullest potential? Are they even happy? It's okay to plan for the future, but we need to dial it back all the way to present day. Why?
Well, probably, but I was supposed to have an in-unit wash and dryer. Look, maybe it's time to pivot, okay? Stop borrowing other people's lives and start working on your own. That way you can have your own washer and dryer, and hell, you can let me use it.
Dude, honestly, you were supposed to have tried something different.
This week, I had to make a very tough decision. And in that moment, my thought process was this picture that was painted to me, it sounds like everything my future self would want. But on the other hand, it doesn't feel right to my current self. And so I was battling. I was battling with what I think my future would want versus what my current self needs. And truthfully, I just had to bite the bullet. I had to bite the bullet and say, hey, if anything, who I become in future is definitely dependent on who I'm becoming now. God has bigger plans for me, and maybe like where I see myself, it's not even where God wants me to be. So I chose my current self. The next day, I remembered this verse that says that, therefore take no thought for the things of tomorrow, for tomorrow will take thought of the things of itself. I was like, okay, if God is telling us not to take thought for tomorrow, why am I over here worried about something that I think my future self would want, but is currently not giving my present self peace? And that was a big lesson for me, because as people, we are always told to just look at the bigger picture, you know, just hone in on the future. And that is cool. That is fine and dandy. And I think it's very much unwise to not live your life with no plans for the future. I think that is unwise. That does not make sense. However, being uber focused on the future causes more harm than good. Because if anything, the only way you can get to your future self is through your current self. But if you think about making sure that your current self is operating at her fullest potential, is fulfilled, has a clear sense of direction of where they're going, and if you have those foundational skills or muscles trained, it will be easier for you to get to where you want to get to in the future. You can't build a house without a foundation, and if the foundation is weak, how do you expect to erect a 30-story building? That's not gonna make sense. You have to focus on strengthening the foundation so that maybe you thought you could build 30 stories, but because of how strong your foundation is, in the future you could even erect a twin tower. You have to make sure you're working in a way that puts you in alignment with who you want to be in the future. So let's bring it back. Let's bring it back in. Let's dial it all the way back. Enough of the daydreaming. Bring it to present day. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.